A punchline. I heard the past is a deep place. This is why people go down in history. Think about it. Think about it. Greetings guys, my name is Toby Abiodun. I'm a writer and spoken word poet. Oh, okay. I was born in Benin. I lived most of my life there. I was raised by parents who were really caring people. I think I got the best education raw. And I think that's where the penchant for the desire for reading came from. My parents did a lot to make sure that we read. We had newspapers, we had books, we had encyclopedias. So I had a pretty chill upbringing. Yeah, that's how it is. Benin to Lagos. I think it remains one of the most daring moves I've ever made in my life, right? Because I moved without a plan. I came for the Arena project, we came to shoot, and I decided to just stay. I didn't have an apartment, I didn't have a job, and I just came here. And I'm grateful that I made that move, because I've been able to achieve a lot myself, within that space, between 2020 and now. So yeah, it was a daring move, and it is also one of the best decisions I've made. So yeah. Two truths, one lie. I'm the second child of my family. I am currently in a relationship. I've made 10 million naira from poetry. My biggest win as a performance poet. I like to celebrate everything that I've won. So there is no biggest win. Although in the eyes of people, they'll be like, you just won Live Fest, right? That's like a really huge win. Not just about the prize, but the platform, the prestige that comes with it. But I like to celebrate every little thing that I've won. And oftentimes it's not about the prize for me. It's about what the prize means to me, what the experience means to me. And the Live Fest Slam remains one of the best experience, the best feelings I've had from performing poetry. Because I entered at a very low, I was at a very low point. Mentally, I was in a very low point. So entering for the slam was either a make or mar thing for me. I was either going to lose myself or find myself from winning the slam. And yeah, I was able to win. I think for me, it's not about the prize or the platform. It's about what it means to me, what it meant to me at that point. So yeah, Live Fest remains one of the biggest for me. My worst flop on stage. So before, this is crazy. So before I decided to become a spoken word poet, right? I was in school, and I was asked to come deliver a poem in one of these fellowships, right? We had close to like 1,000+ students on stage. And I remember I went on stage, and this is Delta State. I was schooling in Delta State. Those guys like pidgin, right? And I tried, I was trying to do poetry, and they were like, "Who be this guy? Come off on stage. Who be this guy? Get out of this place. Who be? Share you normal like this. Come on." Next one is pure water, bottled water, everything. I can't come on stage that day. So it was one of the worst experiences for me, but it was a learning thing. It was a learning curve for me, right? It was when I realized that I had to speak the language that people understand, that people want to listen to. That was where the idea of writing in pidgin came. And so it was both a flop and then a learning curve for me. Yeah, that's how it is. Yeah, so the Durban experience for me, it created a shift in my writing career, right? So if people that know, or people that are familiar with my growth as a poet, you realize that I used to be the wordplay, punchline kind of poet. But when I got to Durban, I experienced poets who were really personal and vulnerable with their craft, who were really expressive with their craft, who were less about the technique and more about the emotions, more about the feelings, more about the message that the words convey, right? So Durban caused a shift in my writing, caused a shift in the kind of things that I read. And also, I think that's one of the highest points of where I experienced growth at the highest level. Yeah, and it was my first time on the plane. So yes, So my creative process is one of the most hectic things ever, right? And this is a secret that most people don't know. Most of my best poems have come to me in dreams. They come to me in dreams. It's not something I sit and I'm like, oh, I want to write about this. Oftentimes, these poems come to me, I'm like, and they're like, wake up, write me or die, write me or die. That's how it is for me, right? Yeah, the introversion poem was, okay, the introversion poem, it was a need to write, to tell people that this is who I am, right? The introvert in me, right? But every other poem, my creative process is really hectic, right? I could almost die from writing one single poem. So and that's why challenges, this content thing is not something I really do, because writing is a really hectic thing for me. And I think it's because I like to put out really good work. So I like to, let it take time, let it marinate, let it, really build. So yeah, my creative process really hectic, really tough. So I don't think I'm supposed to divulge, so I'll give you sneak peeks. A sneak peek, sorry. I have an ad coming for a fintech company, one of the huge fintech companies in Nigeria. I have a couple of projects I want to put out, like an album, still in the works. I also have intentions of doing a book. So it's a lot that I want to do. But one that is really sure is the ad. That's for now. So if I was given 10 million naira right now, I would invest in real estate, not buy a house, like build houses with it. That's what I would do. I've always wanted to own houses. Goat meat. That's chemistry.
Every time you stare at me, time loses concentration. What?
No, you can never lose sight of a good work. A good work is always a good work. That was a good line. So answer to the 2 truths and 1 lies that I gave earlier. 2 truths: I am the second child of my family. I am also in a relationship. The lie: that I've made 10 million from poetry. Not yet. Okay, hola guys, my name is Toby Abiodun and I'm currently on Poets in Your Neighborhood with Davoyfilms on YouTube.